ball game. So for Ribbit's backyard, we get a ball, bring the ball all the way over here if you're feeling like it, and then what you can do is you can run around, kick it as much as you want, it won't fly off anywhere, and you can kick it over rocks. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, almost. Alright, let's try it again. There we are. Kick it around a lot. It's hard to get it over this middle rock right there, so you don't have to worry about it. You have to really go for it to try to knock it over. And then you can just relax, just run around kicking this as hard as you can. It's pretty fun. And then getting it to fly over the rocks is always a good time. Just one of the mini games incorporated into the town for extra fun details. Now we're going to show off the action replay. Here we are, Animal Crossing. We got Never Get Resetti, press Z to jump, useful codes, some other nonsense. Copy save data, remove stuff. These are all codes that I use. These are all the villagers from my customer's town. A couple other interesting codes. Bypass chores, remove villagers, removes them completely. Clears the town of everything. I have a master landscaping code, which by the way has maxed out the number of possible lines you can have for an AR code at 64. This is a very handy code I made recently that saves a lot of time when making a town. Vent items for fun, temporary houses, work uniforms, so when you bypass the chores you still need a work uniform. Here we got snowmen around town, replace snowmen, wind socks when they go away, ball toss, an awesome code I recently made, Fry's 100th cup of coffee, I'll show that off, and then the master pattern code and some other stuff. Included in the merchandise package is a brand new Animal Crossing game, complete in box. Got the manual, all the little pieces of paper under it. Yep. And then of course the town, can't forget the town, very important. Signed disc. And then next we have the Game Boy Advance with a dual link which allows you to connect the Game Boy Advance to your GameCube, and you can go to the island. And then after that we have an e-reader with some e-reader cards. So these are unopened e-reader cards except for the boy and the girl up there. Series 1, 2, and 4. Pretty rare pieces of Nintendo merchandise. The boy and the girl allow you to do specific games using the Game Boy Advance, such as Matchmaker for the girl, I believe, and Relay for the boy. They give you codes and you get to scan your cards in and use them. It's pretty fun. Then, the most exciting part of the merchandise package is the AR Max Action Replay Disc. Incredibly valuable. You will not find this on eBay for cheap. It is Very rare to find the box. You can find the disc alone, but coming with the box, incredibly rare. I was very lucky to find it. Comes with the instruction manual, of course, and then this incredibly valuable disc right here allows you to play on any version of GameCube. It allows you to save codes. It's by far the best action replay available for GameCube. And then, of course, it comes with its action replay memory card, and we get a flash drive. Now, on the flash drive will be a bunch of different documents that I've prepared and created over the lifetime of my Animal Crossing adventures. And then finally we have one last thing, which is a backup copy. Moving on upstairs, you can see the backup copy here is in a safe, fire protected, so it will be there forever as long as you don't need it. But when you need it, I'll ship it off at no cost. So that backup copy is an exact copy of your town as you get it right before I send it off. Alright, so what we've got here is the e-reader. I'm going to show off the boy, and we'll see how this works. Oh, press A. Alright. Yep, scan card. Alright, see if I can get it right the first time. Alright, nice. There we are. Alrighty. Alright, so let's go against an average computer team. So you scan 3 character cards, and actually I'm going to show this off for a second. Back like, I don't know, about a decade ago, I won this in honor of a event that AnimalCrossingCommunity.com put on called Mr. Rossetti Day, where it inspired people to start a new town. I find it very fitting for today. Anyways, I won a whole bunch of Animal Crossing e-reader cards, in addition to some other little gifts. So all this merchandise package is sort of inspired from this. Alright, so let's pick some cards. Who do I think is fast? I think the ostrich Sandy's pretty fast. Alright, that'll be one. Who else looks fast? This kangaroo, Astrid, and how about this other kangaroo, Carrie? Let's try these 3 characters. Alright, scan the dot cards. Dot codes, whatever. Oh. Alright. Alright, got one. Oh, keep scanning them. Alright, alright. Astrid's up second. Cool. And then finally, for the finishing of the race, we've got the ostrich Sandy. Nice. Alright, here we go. Oh, on your mark. Get set. Go. Yeah, we're winning. Alright, we're a red team. Look at us on the bottom. Go, Astrid. Astrid, why are you so slow? Alright, Sandy. I put you in charge. You're an ostrich. You gotta be fast. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I knew you were fast. Nice. Alright, we won. Woohoo. What do we win? Oh, there we go. Congratulations. Nice. Send this secret code to an animal in your village. There we go, guys. Relay. Animal Crossing Relay. Fun stuff. And if my customer is lucky, they will be able to open up their Animal Crossing e-reader card packets and get some more of these. And if they're really lucky, in Series 4, if they open it up and find an Ice Climbers or Mario Bros. E-reader card, man, would they have hit the jackpot there. Those are some valuable cards, and they're only in Series 4. Gets you Ice Climbers and Mario Bros. But regardless, they can use Action Replay to get it. But it would still be pretty cool to have one of those cards. Alrighty, let's move on. Alright guys, here's the island for the town. The reason why I'm recording on my video camera is because I was unable to get the Wii to work because I lost the AVI cable, and the GameCube is needed for the Game Boy player, so I can't play it on my TV. But I will give it a shot on the Game Boy Advance. A button. Alright, I got the A button. So here's the island. I think you can sort of see it. You can see the rocks. They made it onto the island. That's pretty cool. Island flag. Yep, the dock. All the palm trees. There's no sign there, but all the rocks made it, which is pretty cool. Alright, the islanders in that island house. There's a house, and there's a player's house that did not appear on the island. Neither did the lily pads. But the rocks did show up, which is pretty cool, and they're all the same rock. They don't vary. I wonder why the programmers of this game decided to program in rocks when they normally can't appear on the island. Interesting stuff. There we are. But there's a little bonus to this. Watch this. Even faster. There's a ball toss game for Stinky's backyard. Fun little feature to include every now and then when you feel like putting in some variety for Stinky. He's a sports cat and sports game. Cool stuff. So now it's winter time, and it's finally time to see what this snowman pattern is all about. So if we walk this path, you'll see the side of this cliff is actually a carefully designed path for a snowball to travel. And if you can make it all the way to the end, you are the snowman making champion. I found a snowball here. See if I can succeed. Believe me, it's a lot harder than it looks, but it's a fun game to try to get good at it. Oh no. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright, made it past that little section. Okay. Alright, now we don't want the snowball to fall off. Alright, slow. Oh, what? I've never seen that before. See if I can push back on. Oh my god, I can. That was hilarious. I've never seen that before. All right, let's see if I can salvage this. Oh, I walk right past it. I don't. Well, I've lost in the most hilarious way. I've never seen that in my entire life. Let's see if I can keep the snowball alive. Oh, oh, oh. Let's go make a snowman. At long last, I have found 2 snowballs. So let's go make a snowman. Oh, there's Tangy and Punchy hanging out at the well. How nice. Let's build a snowman right by the wishing well. See if I can make a perfect one. Oh, look how happy they are. Oh, Punchy's not happy. That looks pretty good. Let's give it a shot. Oh, crap. What'd I do wrong? There we go. Oh, nice. I made a perfect snowman. That worked out well. Thanks. Now, I'll get to show off a fun little aspect that I created. What's better than one snowman in a town? The answer, a couple dozen. One cool thing about the winter is when you make a snowman, you can make a whole bunch of them with a code that I made. Let me go show it off. Here we see the snowmen around town and replace snowmen. This will override a bunch of objects around town with a whole bunch of different snowmen, and the replace snowmen will bring those objects back so you don't ever permanently lose them. There we go. There's a snowman right there in Anka's house, or Anka, whatever, however you pronounce it. Punchy, he's got a snowman too. Can't forget Bob. Bob's got his own snowman hanging on the edge of the cliff. And here's a snowman in the ball game. Adds a little variety. And Kiki's got her own snowman as well. All the villagers get a snowman for their backyards. And there's more snowmen where that came from. When you're done with them, you can go use the replace snowman code and it'll bring all the old items back. Just another little feature for wintertime. Adds a little variety to the game. Next up, I'm going to show off some of the work that I do. So here we see a typical GC encrypt with a bunch of code, notepad with a bunch of notes on it and different codes that I have accumulated, calculator to do hex calcs and whatnot, convert things from hex to des, FE10, convert to des, you know, so on. Can use all that and apply it towards the Dolphin emulator. Yep, so here we got the Dolphin emulator in MHS running. You can see all the different addresses and all the values assigned to different addresses in bytes and shorts throughout the game. All this I've used to find different action replay codes that are viable for a custom town. Now I'll show off a couple different documents I've prepared over the years. Here's an item code list that I've created. It has a whole bunch of different items and all their short values associated with them. Cool stuff. It has a lot to be built on, but I have built on it. Over here I have an object Excel table where it calculates big decimal, big endian, little decimal for whatever application. And let me scroll down to something meaningful. So here you can see a whole bunch of different objects I've discovered that are associated to this, to a different address and different value, or to a different value, I mean. Pretty cool stuff to go through, but none of that even compares to some other very cool features I have. Here's something I've always wanted to show off, but never gotten around to it. What you see here is every single acre that exists in Animal Crossing documented into Microsoft Word. All of them. Every single acre that you could possibly get in a town. They're all here. Islands, I went ahead and documented them, and some other acres that I discovered through hacking memory addresses, and then I went ahead and documented them all as well. Alright, so here we see post 1. This is the first post office acre that I documented, so I labeled it post 1. Melody board, post office, pond, shrub. All these green things are trees. Here's a dirt patch, stone, train tracks, cool stuff. This is a completely documented town for my customer. Here you see all the different colors. They all mean something. If we zoom in, you can see things like dark orange, that represents villager, purple, flower, brown, an object of some kind, reds are fruit trees, clovers, flowers, more, golden trees and clovers, mailbox, rocks, snowman, pond, waterfall, pink is a windsock. The list goes on. This is all used to then build my customer's town one spot at a time with code. It's a very tedious process that takes a long time to do, but it's very rewarding and it will make for a very cool town. However, this is only the beginning for what I created the other day. Here we have that same exact Microsoft Word document, except I have transferred to Excel using cells, and it's basically that version on steroids. There are many layers to this. I recreated my customer's town in Excel with this new program I made. Here you see a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different words that all mean something very carefully. Here you see gradients for snowmen slash painting, or for patterns. A whole bunch of more meaningful and clear color codes and words, all representing something. Now watch this. Let me zoom in a little more. We'll just pick any old spot. How about the middle of this well? Shift F2. What you see here, there we go. What you see here is actually this spot's code. So I can transfer this over to GC Encrypt, throw in the wishing well value, whatever it may be, or any value for that matter, and it's ready to go. I don't have to go look at any table. I don't have to carefully count which spot I'm on. Look at a comment. I made this pretty complex macro to populate a whole bunch of comments over here. And so every single spot has a comment. Here, let me zoom out. You can see the town in full. I can scroll down a little bit. And even the island is documented. Very complex program that I created. Very proud of it. And it will very much help in aiding future town projects. And then of course I have the whale. Can't forget about the Animal Crossing whale. Elusive. Some still don't believe it exists, but it does. Don't you worry. Here you can see an info tab at the bottom. Shows what everything means, all the different macros you can use. I created a macro for every color, so you don't have to go up and fill it in. You just type in Control-Shift-T. You can do it now. There you go. Fills it in. All the different words, they all mean something. Now, I have transferred, and I'm in the process of transferring all the different acres that I've designed in Microsoft Paint to the different cells. So I can go around, Control X, Control X, Control X. I can copy. I even have a macro so it doesn't override borders on the edges, except I have it turned off right now, so whatever. But here I can override Control V to ignore border. Yes. So now I can go back over here, Control X, Control C, V, B, all the colors, all different macros. I'm going to recreate every single acre in Excel so I can just copy and paste them over for a new town. Very handy. Have all the acre codes all down below. These are all up to date because I realized it was important to have these codes up to date. Macros to top, you can click on one of these different map icons and it'll send you straight to it, so you don't have to go look for it. Miscellaneous, so for all the codes that don't have patterns associated with them. I also, for the shores, I have ocean connections so that you can connect a proper ocean acre below it. That goes with Abel's, docks, lighthouse, and so on. Very, very powerful program I created, and I'm excited to use it for other projects. There we go. Let's see if I have anything more. Oh yeah, one more thing. AC map. I made this a while ago. I've updated it so you can use it for any old computer, and I also included an island, but this is the out-of-date version. Up-to-date version is on my work computer. So what this one can do is you can go in and generate a town, either randomly or you choose it. So here you can click post office or nooks or dump or whatever. Here you can make a random town, which is really cool. The code's spaghetti code. I made it a while ago. Not the best code ever, but it does create a town after about 30 seconds. So we'll just wait. All right, there you go. Followed the rules for rivers and cliffs. You can never have a straight horizontal or straight vertical, unless the straight vertical or straight horizontal can be for a 3-level town. Gotta have museum, police officer or police station, well on the bottom layer. Abel's lighthouse has to be F2, F3, or F4. Different nooks, dump, and postage up here. Postage and nooks cannot be on the same side. Have to have a slope on both sides of the river and a bridge on both sides of the cliff. The lake's got to be there as well. There you go. Make random towns. Go check them out. It's fun to do. And you can also make your own town carefully by selecting different acres, and then you can go over here and generate a town. Alright, so those are my different documents that get included with the package. Other documents to include will be on a per town basis. So I'm going to include a document for this customer explaining the snowman, how to use it. I'll also explain the patterns, where they're stored for their different characters. I'll also explain how to use the codes, so like the master landscaping code, the master pattern code. I'll just give an explanation for each of those. Just a little description of everything they may encounter for their customized town. Now that the town's finished and all the merchandise is ready to go, I'll package it all up into this Animal Crossing present box that I made. Then I'll just tie a balloon to it and ship it off. Just kidding. And this particular customer, I got them a Bob clay figurine because their favorite villager is Bob. Just as a way of saying thanks, a little bonus gift. I'm looking forward to them trying out their Animal Crossing town and all their cool Animal Crossing presents.